Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my review of this Brother multi-function laser printer. This is the MFC-L2740DW. Now before I give you a product demonstration and also a guide around the printer itself, let's run through some of the main specifications. This particular device will actually print, scan, copy or fax your devices, and when you're printing, it prints in a single colour up to 30 pages per minute. Now it has got a 250 sheet paper tray down the bottom here, which you can adjust to various sizes. I've currently got some A4 paper already installed in there, and we've also got a manual feed paper slot as well. Inside there is a fax machine, so if you still want to fax documents you can. When you're actually printing, you can actually print up to 1200 dpi, and you've also got a scanning function. You can scan single sheets by placing them on the glass scanning bed here, or indeed you can actually feed multiple sheets of paper through. Up to 35 pages can sit in this automatic document feeder, and they can either be scanned or copied, and it will actually scan up to 19,200 dots per inch. Now with regards to the actual performance of this, I already mentioned it does 30 pages per minute, and it's also got a really good processor inside which helps with that speed. A 266 megahertz processor in here, 64 megabytes of RAM, and connectivity is really good as well. You can connect this to your network via Wi-Fi or an Ethernet cable, or to a single computer via USB. The languages inside, so it will actually handle PCL and PostScript languages. There's a two-sided copy and scan function as well. There's a 6.8 centimeter touchscreen display, which I'll show you a little bit closer later on. And this is Windows and Mac compatible. Now currently, I've got this connected to my Mac Pro, and I'm going to print a document. I'm going to print it 20 times just to show you how fast this actually processes the document and completes the 20 pages. So I've just sent the data to the printer. The actual display has changed. It says receiving data, and now it's starting to print the first page of that run of 20. And you'll see it's very, very quick in printing these documents. Now whilst this is completing the 20 pages, I will just take these out and show you it actually produces very clear and clean text, very crisp around the letters. An absolutely superb job of printing this type of document. It will handle graphics as well, although it's not really designed to, but anything like business documents are absolutely fine on this particular printer. So that's finished printing the 20 documents already, and I think that is superb when it comes to performance. Very, very quick indeed. Now we can of course copy documents as well. I'm just going to take one of these printouts, place it on the scanner bed and actually show you the copy function. So I'm going to tap on copy on the touch screen. I can set the number of documents. So for this one we just do 5 copies, and we can tap on start, and this actually scans the document, and then it's going to print it at the same speed, so we're still achieving the 30 pages per minute. So again, a very quick performance by this particular printer, and very good quality as well, working from that scanning bed. Now, regards to the actual consumables, this uses a single colour black toner cartridge, and you can get various different toner cartridges at various prices. You can get one that actually has a yield of 1200 pages, and you get one of those inside the box, and that comes out around about the £30 mark. Then you can step things up to a 2600 page yield cartridge, and that's going to cost you around about £45 to £48. Or you can get a combination drum cartridge which has a yield of 12,000 pages, and that's going to cost you around about £82, so that's the most cost-effective solution. So now let's take a closer look at the touchscreen and the menu system. Now before I show you the touchscreen and the menu system, I just want to show you where the manual paper feed tray is, and it's just here, just above the main 250 sheet tray. And then just above this we've got the paper exit, and there's a little flap we can pull out, and this is really useful for if you're printing or copying in high volumes. It stops the paper falling out the front of the printer. Then we've obviously got the touchscreen just here, but to the right hand side we've got some physical controls. We've got the main power on off button. We've also got a little symbol here for Wi-Fi, and this lights up in blue when it's connected to a wireless network. We've got a numeric keypad, that's used for the fax machine or dialing in a certain number of copies. We've also got a back button, a home button, and also an X, and the X is used for actually cancelling the operation that's in use. So if you're copying, you can actually stop copying by hitting that button. So let's tap the home button, and then we'll have a closer look at this touchscreen and also the menu system. Now it's worth noting that this isn't a capacitive touchscreen, it is a resistive touchscreen. So rather than pressing it with your fingers, it's best to do it with your nail. We've got options here for fax, copy and scan. We can go across one section, and we've got options for scanning to the web. So we can scan to the cloud, something like Dropbox for example. We've also got access to apps, we've got a secure print area. We've also got a 2-in-1 ID copy, which just basically makes 2 copies of the ID back and front onto a single sheet of paper. And then if we go into settings, we can actually access things like the amount of toner that's left, the tray settings, network settings, Wi-Fi direct, and indeed all settings. And in all settings, this is for the general setup, the fax machine setup, network, printing reports, and the machine info and initial setup. Now if at any stage we want to go back one, we can actually use the back button, or if we want to go all the way back to the home screen, we can tap the home button. We can add shortcuts to the screen as well. We can get direct access to the amount of toner that's left, and it also displays the current date and time. I must point out to you that for the purposes of this review, the date is actually incorrectly set. I'm recording this the middle of May. So that's basically the main menu options. If we go into one of the options, for example the copy option, here we can actually select the number of copies we make, but you'll also notice that the numeric keypad is lit up, and this means that these buttons can be used for dialing in an exact number. So perhaps we want to do 74 copies of something, and then we would tap the start button to start those copies going. If we go back one section, we can also go into scan, and it's here we've got options for scanning, so we can scan to a file, or we can scan a picture into a graphics application, or we can scan to email, for example, for an email attachment, or we can even scan to an FTP server. So we've got lots of options here. If we go all the way back over to the left, we can also scan the document to our computer as a file, and we can also scan a document and convert it into a text file using optical character recognition. So again, absolutely loads of options available. It's a very easy menu to understand, very well laid out with plenty of functionality. So I'm sure you'll agree that if you're looking for a very cost-effective, multi-function, single-colour laser printer, the Brother MFC-L2740DW really does fit the bill. This is really economic to run, very compact, and it just works superbly, either in a wireless situation or indeed wired to your network. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions, please do leave them in the comments section. Please do hit like on this video, it really does help me, and I will see you all in the next video.